Hello, and welcome back to Monster Train. How you doing today? I'm doing fine. Little Umbra today. Very exciting. Final tier list update. Cranberry and I are one recording session away from finishing the video, and then I need to edit it just a little bit. I'm not... I think it would have been nice if I could have gotten better pictures of the cards, but it is like... It would have taken me so long, I would have gone insane. Like, it would have probably taken me hours to screenshot every card. So, it's not like... You may have to do a little referencing. I'm not going to do any too heavy of editing, but I have to like staple all the videos together. So we're probably going to finish it up on Thursday, and then I think I should have it up for you on Saturday. That's my guess. It'll be a premiere, so you'll know when it's going up. So that's what's up. Let's get to it. Umbra Exile Awoken, very not good clan combo. This is a terrible clan combo. We get Rage, Archeon, and we get Strixen Hollow, Slay, and Cant. Okay. That's alright. This is a bad combo because it's hard to scale. Hopefully we get something good for that. Versatile Ember Staff is good with morsels because 2 of them come from the morsel card, so if you play any equipment or your curse, it's pretty good. This is Corruption Seraph. We could play Mind Jacks as well for the extra space, actually. This is like a space upgrade if we play middle floor. It's not terrible. This is like 1 draw and 1 energy sometimes, right? This is like space always. Probably this is worth like what? Play 2 cards, we're gonna draw about 5 per turn. So we can reasonably say this is worth about half of a draw relic because we'll draw... it's like half of a draw relic and half of an energy relic. I think it's not super good. Monstrous Penumbra is very bad. I'll just play Architect and we'll have a super big floor. Monstrous Penumbra is terrible. I think he's extremely bad. And we'll just take the trial. It'll be fine. We don't need the space on middle floor, but it's not terrible to take it. Little extra time to fight or to scale for your AL and let him fall off a little bit. So we go Shade Splitter, and I'll get a damage shield for this, which is okay. I have room for 2 morsels. I think I would rather play Spear Steward up here and save myself a little HP. I think that it would be better to have the lifesteal guy in the early game versus the damage shield guy, but we should be fine either way, I believe. We're gonna take maybe 9 for the trial. Ooh, we do miss the collector, which is unlucky though. That is a real shame. Not a lot you can do about it though, I'm afraid. It's like you skip the trial, you get the collector, but sometimes... I guess actually you would almost never get the collector in this fight, would you? Because we have no built-in pings, which is something I should look for. And it's very hard to kill these through the champions. They're very beefy. Yeah, tough to play. Just never collector here is all, which is sad. It's really good to get the collector. What can you do? It looks like we're gonna take another 4. Tough start, but you know, Awoken, Umbra, I think you're prone to tough starts on this clan combo. You don't really have a lot going for you. So, no collector and 13 damage is pretty brutal. Not my favorite opener in this game, but we'll see. I mean, it shouldn't be the end of the world. What's my game plan here? Well, we're Corruption Seraph, so we're going to play a sweeper as long as it's offered to us. I think that's a no-brainer. If there isn't a sweeper, we could try to play Shadow Eater, which wouldn't be terrible here, but we would need some way to stop Seraph from killing us. We'll see what we get offered. I'll take a Prismal Dust. Card's fine. I'll take a... I might take a Vine Grasp just to give me a way to... Well, it's not worth the Calcified Ember, though. It's pretty bad. I'll take a Sting, because I already have 2 Steel Enhancers. Maybe just take a 3rd Steel Enhancer. I think it's close. I don't think we should lose in the next fight if I go to the Awoken banner. I think that it's kind of like... It's a little bit of variance. It's gambling for sure. But we could see like holdover spell chain here maybe. We don't have a lot of money for the steel shop either, so I'd rather go to this magic shop here. Holdover spell chain. Wow. I can't afford it, but there it is. Animus of Will. I would actually not be opposed to playing Thorned Hollow here if it were playable. Unfortunately, it's Root Seeds, so we'll go Animus of Will. She's fine. I think not holdover, but spell chains via steel enhancer is fine. It's a little better than fine. I think it's good. Because we could duplicate that a few times to scale our numbers. It's not terrible. And we have the room to just play Animus, so we shouldn't be in a terrible spot overall. My biggest problem is that I can't clear backline. Like, a sweeper in this run really changes it quite a bit. But alas. I'm gonna take this trial. I think it's fine. I'm a little bit worried about this fight, though. I think a little bit worried. I don't know. You can't really do a lot about it. I think he's got to play. I'm worried that I won't kill these flagellants. Oh, it's steel enhancer, steel enhancer. I bet it's okay, actually. Oh, so Penumbra should be behind Animus of Will so that he can kill the 6-2. Okay. Little mistake on my part. I see it now. I could do root seeds here, but I already kill him with the shield steward. This fight's looking pretty nice. I'm just gonna scale up my Animus a little bit more. Also, drawing more cards is good here because I can get back to steel enhancer pretty quickly. So I think we're okay. Fine. I want to minimize my damage taken, I believe, here, so I'm gonna Vengeful Shard, even though it's not perfect. I would like to save some Pyre HP since we took 13 in the last fight, and oh yeah, I can't actually kill the Spearman behind the boss. What's my bottommost card? It's Shade Splitter. Am I disrespecting you to the point where I should just play Vengeful Shard here? I don't think so. I think I'm kind of scared. Although I should probably be plussing up my damage shield guy. Yeah, I don't quite win this. It's okay, we drew the steel enhancer, so it's alright. A tough one though, for sure. Very scary. And this is just I don't have a ping for the 6-2. I have actual 0 backline access. The only way I could have had it is if I took the Calcified Ember, which I think is not very good. But that's alright. We made it. 1 damage, trial taken, got the collector. We're back. Pipe Morsels is cool, but Ember, I think it's fine. I think you take it anyway. Vine Grasp, if I must. Although actually, consistent, decent backline access, Pyre Shards here in this early game is okay. Another Calcified Ember, but you know, that's just the game. I think it's Pyre Shards, and you put it on your frontliner in this one, and that'll get us through probably to Kale, or sorry, Strix and Hollow. Okay, Steel Shop has Smidge Stone, Large Stone. That's pretty good for Animus, actually. Crucible Collector, Alloyed Construct. I could see switching to Crucible Collector because he's a lot better right now. Alloyed Construct is not the way. I think that you cannot play this unit without Primordium. The problem is that you have to scale through morsels and you have no consistent game plan for scaling through morsels. You can just miss way too much is my feeling. And then he's not very strong he's not very strong as a frontliner compared to these dogs, so I think you gotta play one of the dogs. Now, am I gonna trade him out for 5 HP and 10 attack? Probably not, just because I don't want to take the curse. The other one becomes a curse, basically, so I'd have to take the removal. So I guess I'll skip. I'm not thrilled about it. And then we'll go Large Smidge Animus. She's like, okay, I guess. 18 times 3, she's a good holder of anything we see in this event now. Okay. We can do Gross Michael and then she becomes actually kind of good, but we still have to find something for Dominion Seraph, right? It doesn't really change anything. 3 Turns of Silence is really strong from Chikot. I think it's really good for Strix and Hollow, and it's good for Archeon, and it's good for Seraph. So I think you just gotta take it. I like Gross Michael there too, though, because it would put her at a pretty good attack if we could Cavan. Oh, no, it doesn't. Sorry, it only goes off of the base. So she would only gain 16. So she'd be, what, 34 times 3? That's not that good. Never mind. This run is bad. I think that I want to make sure I make that very clear. I have a very reasonable chance of losing this one because there is nothing to do. This is a run where you have absolutely no actual game plan. I have no way to do anything meaningful right now. And we just hope that I get something. Fire Shards, whoa. Nice. I'm just gonna throw this thing out. I don't need it right now. The good news about Animus is that if we find some way to scale her, she is very tanky. Right, 18 times 3 is quite good. And the bad news about Animus is that it's really, really hard to play her into Dominion Seraph. If we get to a point where she gets through the front line, though, I guess you could just play extras to clear all the backliners out. Because they're cheap and we can duplicate and we have a lot of space. So maybe that's where this goes. Is you just end up playing a bunch of Animus and then try to find some way to cheese the front line out. Maybe like Bramble Lash or something like that. But I don't know. You don't need a huge amount of value to clear frontline in this fight against Corruption Seraph, is my feeling. It's hard to say though. I think it's really hard to say where this run ends up. And he ends up pretty weak overall, this Archeon guy. Because he was silenced for his first visit, so he's only going to end up getting, what, 12 rage? That's not a lot. He's going to walk up at 10, and we're going to have Shade Splitter for 1 damage shield. I will actually play... Oh, I could play both Spear Stewards and take 1 rage off of them, but I did not have the energy. It's fine, I would play it the same way. I just miscounted. Yeah, a little scary, though, for sure. If she was a little weaker, it could be tough. But we're good. This is... I do prefer this version of Monster Crane, though, where I just have to go, okay, now let's figure out how we beat the super endgame. How do I fight this guy? What's the plan? And the answer right now is I don't know. I think Blazing Bolts is pretty much unplayable. I think Umbra Stone is like a nice thought. And maybe we get enough damage scaling for it. So I'll take it. I don't think it's Wildwood Tome. And there's a Shattered Shell, which is probably what we end up playing now. If nothing else, he goes on the floor to clean up some enemies for us, no doubt. Definitely a take. And then we just took 2 calcified, no, 1 calcified ember. Nice. That should be 2 calcified embers. Shattered Shell had 1 and Umbra Stone had 1. Am I crazy? Huh. Strange. I'll take energy anyway. I swear there were 2 calcified embers there, right? Maybe the other one was on the Quick Tome and I'm just misremembering? How very odd. Okay, let's plan where we get our Pyre HP back. It's almost certainly here. We can go to this arm shove. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So we don't have to worry about Pyre HP right now. I'm going to go to the magic shop and the duplicate. You could go look at the alcove and pray, but I don't have enough money to reroll the trinket shop, so I don't like it that much. Intrinsic is the way, because we do intrinsic on this spell chain steel enhancer, and then we just launch like 30 of it with card duplicators. And I'm just going to lead off with that. I'm going to dupe this as many times as I can. And this is the probably best thing we can do to scale our damage right now. It's not great, but it's okay. We'll make Umbra Stun cost 1 less. Oh, I'm back at the start of the run. How fun. And Penumbra gets to be Architect. He's like a free unit. And that's fine, I guess. He is not negatively impacting me. How important is this? It is not super important to make money here. We're going to a magic shop that I don't care a ton about. And this trial is too scary for me. Because you almost have to take damage for it. So we're going to go you, Shattered Shell, and then it's good to throw out a Shield Steward. Maybe you play like Penumbra down here. Also, I have once again fucked up my unit positioning. Because it should be Shattered Shell in front. Should be Crucible Warden, Shattered Shell, Animus of Will, Penumbra. But I guess Shattered Shell doesn't really need to be here in this fight. Wow, that is not very good. I did all of this to go to 50 times 3? That is not great. I guess it's good on the sweeper. That's what you gotta tell yourself. It's okay if you put it on the sweeper, I suppose. This is tough, but basically this run would always, or not always, but it would very often lose to Savagery. But since we're not fighting Savagery, we at least have some ways to worm around here. We can sort of make a play. Because we can fight Corruption a little bit better. Savagery, though, I think we would have almost 0% of winning this run because it's just like, what do you do? How do you play this in the Savagery? It seems pretty tough. I had to do everything I could to scale to fight 180s, which is not a great sign. I think that if I had to pick worst clan in the game right now, especially after doing these tier lists and talking about them more, I think it is probably Awoken, but it might be Stygian. It's one of those two for sure, which have the trouble with damage scaling. But on the bright side, at least they can heal, right? But no, I think that Awoken plus any clan combo that can't give them damage scaling, so Awoken Umbra, Awoken Stygian, are probably the two worst clans in the game to play. I think that's where you're going to see your most troubles. Although I've seen a lot of people struggling with Banished plus, like Banished Luna Coven I've seen be brought up in the bad clan combo discussion, which is a fair one, because Banished, not the greatest early game. And Luna Coven, also not a very good early game. Grovel for Dominion Seraph? Yeah, probably. Unleash the Wildwood, and Snare's pretty good. This can get us out of some nonsense. I'm not playing Restoring Retreat for another Ember, I think it's not good enough. Although you could play it to try to keep Seraph away from you, it's just kind of tough. What you got for me? Permafrost and a Holy Stone. Animus of Will, Shattered Shell, I already have those. I have no regen, so it's not Bloating Fungus, so I guess it's Lightstone Casing. Cool. So what does Lightstone Casing do for me? Let me play, like... I don't even know. Nothing, really. I need to save some money, so I can't really buy anything major here. Do... what, like... Spell Chain and Snare, maybe? I have to take the trial if I buy something here. That's what you have to be aware of. You're required to take the trial, because I need to have the money in the next shop. I don't think this is good enough, because what if this trial is something that's really bad, right? That's my main concern. I think I have to leave it. I don't think any of that is good enough to really change how this run looks. Draw -1 is okay. We can live. It'll be alright. At least we have Architect Penumbra. That's the good news for this run. At least we have Architect Penumbra. There's no spikes or anything like that in this fight. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scale Animus of Will for as long as I can. She becomes not a good enough plan pretty soon. But for now, we may as well keep going with her, right? I think she falls off right after Strixen Hollow. And then we just have to force this Shattered Shell to win me the game. Thankfully, if I had to put it on any unit to win me the game, it would probably be Shattered Shell. But it might be, I might prefer Huskar, but it's kind of close. In this one, though, with my no damage scaling, maybe it's better to have Shattered Shell. Hard to say. I think for sure you just put this Antumbra Morsel here, right? Tank all of the damage. Pyre Shards is... Oh, it's not better. Wow. I didn't think that sap was going to be that big. I will undo. That's shocking to me. Number Morsel front, Magma Morsel back, call it a day. I guess we're just barely getting through. And then this is just going to be Trample on Animus. And she'll make sure we don't lose anything here. Just play through everything. Alright. It's a very strange run. I always find these ones hard to commentate over because I really have nothing to say other than I hope that I don't get fucked. Like I hope the game decides to show me a way to win. Because that's all you can really say about this run. There's not a whole lot of nuance to it. It's just, man, sure hope I get a good item, a good card. Sure hope that they show me something useful. today. That would be cool. I would like that a lot. I would think that was pretty awesome. What clan am I playing? Oh yeah. I guess it's gonna be a little tough. Yeah, I just fucking lose to this boss. Yeah, man, that's just how it goes, I guess. Yeah, I just almost lose Relentless to the... Oh, you know what? This is a Chicot diff, actually. This isn't like a, oh wow, I'm so weak. This is the one boss where Chicot actually kind of fucks you up. Because you just can't roll lower as Titan Skin, so I can't actually be mad about that. This is why I don't like Chicot, actually. It's because it makes Quoto a lot harder. Normally not something that you ever care about, but, you know. One of the things against Chicot is, like, it does actually hurt you in this fight and the Titans because it slows how fast you can clear Corruption Sarah, or Corruption the guy. But it's not a real problem. Furnace Tap is a way to scale damage. It's not a good way to scale damage, but it is a way to scale our sweeper. Because if I walk into the steel shop and it shows me no quick, no multi, I think we're fucked. It's really bad. So we have to pick this and then hope that we can just power through the Ember Drain somehow is pretty much where we end up. And I'll take Focus Growth because I think this card is good. We go to the steel shop and we hope that this armory is good. Dualism quick. Alright, it's a start. What are you? Bloodthirsty Blade? I don't know Strixen Hollow's waves well enough, but I bet Bloodthirsty Blade is the best thing we can put on a Shattered Shell here. I have a feeling this is a very good take. I think Fight Club is also fine there. So you're going to take quick on Shattered Shell. I don't think I'm going to play Dualism anything here. Oh, plus 20 Crucible Warden. Kind of need it for survival. And then we just hope for multi. Ah, tough. There's Titanite, buddy. So what's the plan? Probably Arm Shop, Steel Shop, and if this is Savagery, it's really bad, but we kind of just have to play it how we have to go now. There's not a lot of nuance. It's kind of just you gotta play how you gotta play. That's how I feel. We have to make plays that don't feel great and just survive. That's how it comes out. Plus 5 on Slay and plus 50 on Incant. Okay. Hopefully we draw a Bloodthirsty Blade quickly. You can go in the back now. And then you're all the way in the back. Steward here, Steward here. Oh, they get silenced right away, of course. So I think now we want to scale Shattered Shell. Because I'm going to end up with Trample. And also Strixen Hollow are 2 bosses, right? So you get a little extra value from that. And I want to draw so that we can Bloodthirsty Blade ASAP. Oh, she got that kill. She's 16 times, so I thought she was 8 times too for some reason. Right, so with Trample, we'll get to flow over a little extra damage, which is good. And then 150. I think I should kill him actually because of Trample. So I think I should go like this. Because I'm pretty sure the best thing for me to do here is try to get the Bloodthirsty Blade as fast as possible. I think it's the only way to play this. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, he just kills everything with Trample. So we end up here. All of my other little guys are dead. And we'll get almost as much value as we could hope for out of Bloodthirsty Blade. We're gonna get, we missed 2. That is fine. You're a super sap guy, so I don't want to fuck with that. Let's throw these out. I don't know why I played those to begin with. I should have been Spear Steward. Okay. I think we have some hope. I really need multi-strike though. I think that's like the big thing. Oh, Incant. How much do I have to care? I don't think I need to care a lot. Probably better just to scale. Okay, Trample Sweep I think can carry us with this Bloodthirsty Blade giving us some base stats, and then Furnace Tap as our way to give ourselves multi-strike if we need to. I think we can make it. I think what we do here is we take energy though. I think we just power through the Furnace Tap problem because we draw enough cards thanks to Awoken Secondary One of the few times I get to say thanks to Awoken's Exile Secondary. We almost draw enough cards to be alright. There's a lot of sap in this fight. I've never really, I mean, I haven't seen this fight too much, but like, man, there's a lot of sap in this fight. They really don't want you casting spells here. That's how it feels anyway. Now my poor Animus of Will, she's so bad, man. Look at her. She's doing her best though, you gotta give it to her. She's trying. I should probably play, oh, but I can't play here. I should play here. Just get more damage shield locked in. He's at 7. And then Strix goes away. And I will... 160, 159 is fine. I think for safety we just go like this. Give ourselves an extra little damage shield. Alright, I think we found our line. I think that the Bloodthirsty Blade is the savior of this run. I think Bloodthirsty Blade cleans up what we needed to clean up here. And we can use, so now we need to survive Corruption Seraph, right? The other problem, of course, is that we died at Corruption Seraph. That is something that I was just like, well, I don't really have the time to fix this. Now we have to figure out surviving Corruption Seraph. It's probably doable, I would say. 30, so yeah, we went up 26 there. That was pretty good. Another Furnace Tap is cute, but it's not very good here, and we can't play Wretch. I'm gonna take another energy. And I need to fix my survival on Shattered Shell. So, deployable Arm Shop almost certainly, and then this Steel Shop to finish it up is the plan. And we just hope for multi. Weapons Cache? It's actually pretty good. Because we could pick up extra weapons like Glass Cannon, or not Glass Cannon, but something for Animus as well. I don't know what. But like, we could just buy... But the problem is that we can't ever find enough weapons for Weapons Cache to be the better option here. That's what it feels like. How do you pull Weapons Cache out? What are you gonna do, Bloodthirsty Blade? I doubt it. Echo Vault's alright. As a room. I think it's fine. And then I'll go deployable Bloodthirsty Blade. I'm gonna leave Echo Vault and I'm not gonna roll because I'm just gonna assume that Echo Vault is my room and that's the only one I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 intrinsics, so I could get one more. This run needs me to duplicate Umberstone. If I miss this, I just kind of die. So even though it's not very nice, you gotta dupe it. And I should actually go in, and since it's so important, I should remove 2 cards. I think it's Spear Steward, but it could be... No, Shade Splitters are important, actually. I think it's Spear Steward here need to go, because we just need to draw as fast as possible. And we're not bad at it, that's the good news. We are pretty good at drawing cards quickly. Something like an intrinsic +3 draw next turn would be very nice, though. And yeah, it's, you know... The biggest problem of this game is that this fight exists, I think. Monster Train's biggest flaw is the existence of Savagery on 7, because it really changes how you have to play the game like Savagery's always right around the corner. It feels bad. I can play bottom floor at least. I don't think it's good though. I think that I can just bottom deck everything and lose, so I think you have to play middle floor to give yourself at least a little extra time to draw, and we're just going to lose 35 HP guaranteed. That's all you can do, sadly. I can maybe mitigate it by putting Animus of Will down a floor, actually. I could just put these guys down and I could maybe save 5. I think I need her. She should be in front of Shattered Shell though. A little bit of a misplay. Alright. Hopefully this fight doesn't make this game unwinnable for me. We'll see what it comes out to be. I think I need to just jam Furnace Tap immediately upon seeing it here. It's not ideal. Right, it's very not ideal. Because I'm going to be down to 1 energy next turn, which mostly is sad because I won't be able to play out cards like Focused Growth. But I don't really think you have a choice. You just have to go 75 times 2. If we see Trample, it's great. If we don't see Trample, it's pretty sad. I might just get chunked out pretty heavily here. He's going to hit me for a bit. Not too bad. Yeah, the real problem of this fight, because like I will be okay here. I'll take like a 9 from this guy probably, so I won't die. I take 18. Right, Right, that's fine. The problem is that because I have to play mid 4 to try to scale, I just lose so much HP with no counterplay. What do? I lose 35 guaranteed. I lose another 6 here, another 18 here. I'm going to be down pretty tremendously for bottom decking, and then I'm going to lose a lot to this double heavy wave as well. Oh, both trample stones at the bottom of my deck. Excellent. Unfortunately, this wave doesn't actually help me with trample stone, doesn't make a difference. I would like to not take this guy hitting me for 9, if possible. I think it's probably not very possible. So this is going to change how I have to play this fight, or the rest of this run, I'm pretty sure. I think we have to go to Pyre HP now to win the Titans. Which is fine, I guess. Because now that we're here, and there's enemies in the backline to trample off of, it's fine. This guy hits me for 9, we'll go down a little more. And I should scale Crucible Warden, probably. That seems the most correct. And then I take another 10, yeah, so I'm gonna go to 45. Oof. Yeah, I mean, I just have to go Pyre HP. I don't have a choice anymore. I've lost, what was it, 54, 64? I'm gonna lose like 69 HP in this fight with no counterplay. And I might not even beat the boss. That's the other problem. Because I don't even do that much damage to her. At least she gets silenced. That's the only real good news. I bet it's fine. I don't need to be so dramatic. I can get plenty of value out of complaining about being forced to take 69 damage with no actual counterplay. I truly think there was nothing I could have done in this fight or in this run to make this fight better for me. The only thing you could maybe say is if I had another, like a tanky unit that I could put on the bottom floor. That's the only possible idea I think you could have there. I think otherwise I didn't miss anything that makes this fight any better. This fight is just a problem. I've said it for a lot of time. I think that this fight is a big problem of this game. Because I don't think there was any real thing I could do about that. I just have to take damage there. So I'm getting a magic shop now, which probably means I could look for like, well, I mean, I'm broke, so there's no reason to take Void Binding. Invigorating Solution, I don't think so. Not with the Calcified Ember on it. Yeah, you just have to go Pyre HP. I don't think you can fight the Titans at 40 in this run, so we have to hope that 73 is enough. And the relic is Pyre Stone, which is not very good. We could get 3 cost cards and X cost cards, freeze, which is also not very good. I don't really like any of this. Remove consume, no. I think we'll do -1 furnace tap. Although I could do remove consume -2 to guarantee it. Which isn't terrible. The problem with Furnace Tap in this one is that we're going to have to take the Corruption Curses, most likely. Unless I get Intrinsic. If I get Intrinsic on Trample, then this run is probably okay. But I probably can't play Furnace Tap because I can't take all that curse damage. I need to save my HP to take curse damage on the Titans, because if I sap myself, I just don't have enough damage to kill anything. So it's pretty tough. I guess you could freeze this. I want to make focus growth cost 1. I know that. I guess you could freeze this, and then we'll roll. No intrinsic. We get double stack, or we get holdover. One thought I had was to play remove consume -2 gain consume holdover on Furnace Tap, but I think the problem is A, if you draw it late you just lose, and B, I just get torn up by curses with no real counterplay. Double stack is not playable because I have to tank the Ember Drain. You could play holdover Steel Enhancer. but it's too hard on the draw. Because, like, it's bad because I have to draw Trample to win this run. I don't really have a choice, I fear. So what should you hold over? Ensnare, probably. I think Ensnare. Okay. Bloodthirsty Blade's at 46, which puts us at a starting attack of 59. That's okay. It's not too bad in this fight. Yeah. I guess let's go. I think that this run very much can just lose. I think that this is an extremely hard seed to win, and I won't be mad about it too much because, you know, I tried my best. I'm only really mad at myself when I lose because I made some sort of terrible error. I can't really think of anything I did particularly wrong here. Thinking about it. I could play bottom floor, is my thought. It's kind of good to try to spread my units here to try to bait Seraph away. Because I think if I play like bottom floor, my Shattered Shell should only take one hit of Corruption. I need Crucible Warden to win me Relentless, I'm pretty sure. Which is a tough ask, to be fair. I think you gotta play middle floor. I don't think you have much of a choice, just more that I think about it. Bloodthirsty Blade will bait you top, and we'll just start this bottom. And then we have to deal with a bunch of curses, and we pray for rain here. And by rain, I mean trample. But we have a little bit of time before we actually, like, hardcore need it, which is nice at least. And then I'll just ensnare one of you. I'll play Focused Growth and Root Seeds. Yeah, thankfully this is Corruption Seraph, so we actually can survive the first wave. That's nice. It doesn't become really bad until later. And we're not terrible here. I don't think our spot is unplayable. We've played our trample. There's a curse here. I think if I want Furnace Tap, I need to play it now, and I'm pretty sure I need to play it. And then as long as I don't double draw these curses, which can happen, but as long as I don't double draw the curses, we should scale up enough to be okay here. And not take any damage, hopefully. This is the most vulnerable turn we'll have. And now we should be fine. It would have been nice to permafrost this Prismal Dust, though. But 46 HP on Shattered Shell means that he shouldn't have too much trouble surviving. And yeah, we clear the heavies. So I need to find now... Oh, I killed one of those guys. I stole a kill from myself. Whoops. I need to find just like a focus on morsels now, because I need to make sure that my... Crucible Warden lives, pretty much. That's where we are now. But I also have to save as much HP as I can. We can give up one. I think you have to give up the Vengeful Shard HP to keep at least even. Because as soon as his damage shield goes down, he just explodes, right? Not a lot you can do. But with Trample, we do pretty decent damage up to Seraph, right? He takes 1,000 here as a free hit. So I don't need to live a lot of rounds to win Seraph, but I also do need to live a round or two to win Seraph, is how it feels. I think, do you eat first? You do. Wow, so he eats before the corruption damage goes through. That's good. That's pretty nice. We end up at 251 times 2 with Trample, which is decent. It's enough to clean up these waves. Headphones are dying, 1 second. It's not like a problem with the headphones anymore, I just forgot to plug them in last night. This isn't like I forgot to turn my BIOS on or whatever. I've got it worked out. I just put my computer to sleep at night now. But yeah, I just forgot to I forgot to plug them in. I fell asleep. You have to win this pretty fast. I hope you can. I think it's actually pretty tight. If I draw Focus Growth, I think I'll win, no problem though. How's it look? Are we okay? Damn, really? I think it's close. 1, 2, 3. We can do like Shade Splitter and maybe it's fine. No. Damn, man. Am I really gonna miss this by 200 damage? Sheesh. I mean, I guess I don't lose. I think I don't lose. I wish I drew focus growth though. That would have been really good here. I would have won immediately if I drew focus growth here. Not a lot you can do about that though, of course. 244. Well, I'll go into the Titans at 12. Yeah. So I want to try one change to this run now. I would like to make one small switch in this fight. I want to experiment and see if I had to play Furnace Tap, because I think that it felt like I had to play Furnace Tap, but maybe I didn't. And maybe if you don't play Furnace Tap, you can win this. That's my only real thought. So let's see. We'll play everything else exactly the same, or as close to exactly the same as I can. I don't really remember every play I made. But with it being so close, I should have a win somewhere in here, I feel like. 93 in focus growth is fine. I think I played it on the next turn. I played it here, right? But I have trample. It just felt like the right thing because I don't think I'll have a better time to play it than now. But let's try not playing it and see how it feels. Maybe I should play Making of a Morsels here. Get rid of the Magma Morsels. Maybe. But I think the big thing here is if I don't play Furnace Tap, I get to play Echo Vault. And I think that might actually make a big difference. Because you get to here, and you're like Steel Enhancer, double Prismal Dust now. And I'm still killing everything, it looks like. The main difference is that I'm going to lose more damage shield. Right, because I'm not going to kill these 9/10s straight up. Maybe I just send it now. Right, because I can't actually take all of this. I'm gonna end up taking some curse damage though, I think guaranteed if I play it this way. But I feel like you have to do damage to Seraph where you can. Oh, also I should have gotten rid of that trample. Whoops. I don't think this looks a lot better though, to be honest with you. Yeah, this looks a lot worse actually, because I just take so much here. But I guess if I win, it is better, so, you know, worth trying. Worth a look. I think this is the last time Seraph comes to my floor, at least. Oh, but my Crucible Warden is just dead. He's not quite dead. He can come back from this. I just have to get a morsel for him, right? If I can get him a lifesteal morsel, he'll be probably okay. Making of a morsel? Eh. It's alright. I think I want to play like Toll, Steel Enhancer, and Snare Morsel. And then he'll hang in there. And it gives me another morsel next turn. Guaranteed. Yeah, and then we can go Minor. I mean, I guess I could stop one of these guys from walking up, but it doesn't seem that important to me. This card should go away. Here, have Super Trample. My Shattered Shell ends up at a much higher HP because I had the Prismal Dust there, though. Which I think makes probably a pretty big difference. Because we only really lost it because he dropped dead to Corruption. My plan for Corruption Seraph was to just draw Focus Growth once, but it didn't work out. Yeah. So the reason that this works and the other plan doesn't is because my entire game plan was to draw this card once in the second half of the fight, and I didn't. Like, after I drew the first time around, I needed to draw this one time, and it just didn't come through. Not a lot you can do about it, though. So you have to play Prismal Dust because it's guaranteed. I think that's the difference. Prismal Dust gives you a guarantee that you have enough HP going into Relentless, and Focus Growth does not, because you can just miss it. And it's like that because you draw Focus Growth before you've taken damage the first time, and then you never draw it again. And that's because this deck is 37 cards, because we had to play 6 Steel Enhancers to have any hope of having any damage. And all of that comes back around to being a problem of the fact that this Awoken clan is not very good. That's the conclusion. All of this means that Awoken sucks. This clan is very bad. I think I'm reinforced in that feeling. Okay, at least we have a 108 Bloodthirsty Blade now. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna go throw Animus of Will and Shattered Shell, or Animus of Will and Shield Steward on the bottom floor, so that they can save me 5 HP here. They're muted, it doesn't matter. Makes actual 0 difference. Alright. But also, I think that Animus of Will is, like, doing nothing here. So yeah. I suppose it's meaningless either way. I think this morsel goes in front and tanks 20 plus... No, there's no corruption, so it's just 20. Hey, at least she tanked that hit for me. Too bad I can't root this guy. And we'll just go pack morsels. I think Crucible Warden should never really have much threat of death here, but it's hard to say. I don't know if we win this fight, by the way. Our damage to clear Entropy and Savagery is pretty slow, so we're just going to end up losing HP pretty quickly. And the curses fuck us up pretty heavily. So it is up in the air in my mind on if we win or lose here. At least with Trample we'll do okay damage to Entropy, but I need to I need to root... Okay, I understand. I need to root enemies to, I need to root one of these Ragewing Assassins so that they're with Savagery so that we can trample onto them. I understand how it works now. Okay, so we can do that. I don't think I can play double Furnace Tap ever. I can play... well, we should do Making of a Morsel, Shade Splitter, and then probably just Prismal Dust at 2x here. Although I could try to draw for a better turn of it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just take the pen draw, I guess. But it's only 9 draw, it's only 8 draw, so it doesn't actually help me that much to double that card. I should have had another morsel here. I don't want to root any of those guys. I can root someone on the next round. Firelight. I think you gotta play Furnace Tap now. That's how it feels. And I'm gonna play a Sap card. I'm not gonna play... I can play both. I have to play Sap eventually, so it's better to play it earlier so that it starts ticking down. Right, you may as well get it now so that it starts going away a little sooner. That's my feeling. Maybe I should double Pyre Lights, actually. Probably. Okay, and then rooting this Reanimate guy lets me trample a lot of damage to Savagery. And that's very good. I will double Pyre Light here, just in case. Because I think with rooting enemies, I should do pretty well here, actually, with Trample Sweep. I think we're gonna make it. I think it is maybe it's just gonna be fine. Because Trample on the Entropy is letting us do pretty decent damage, I would say. We're basically getting a free attack every now and then. And so this guy should give us decent value. Because every time he dies from Reanimate, he's going to end up letting another Trample hit go through to Savagery. I think he might hit me. I'm not 100% sure. I don't actually know exactly how it works. I think that he should actually hit me, now that I think about it. Not that it matters. How much damage? 1091? Okay. Well, we gotta start playing every Curse of Entropy, sadly. A Vengeful Shard. Minus 23. Yeah, he's definitely hitting me. Oh, what can you do? What are you on? 635? I think rooting more enemies is better. Because it's more targets that get hit by sweep. I'm not 100% sure though. I'm gonna stop doing the Pyre lights now. It's just a question of if I can kill Savagery in time. I think it's close. Oh wait, I can only root one guy. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's very, very close. Is the only thing you could say about this run. May as well play Firelight. -8 here puts me to 17. And then you go up. I root the Herald as well. And that'll give me a second guy. These all have to go. Root seeds, Shade Splitter, Rebel Morsel. I take another 8. No counterplay. So I will survive if I kill Savagery on this turn. And if I don't kill Savagery on this turn, I will die. That's all this run comes down to now. Let's see if the double extra trample value is enough. No, and I think the reason this is not enough is because they're in front, so you only actually get trample once. I think they have to be behind Savagery for this to work out for you. Which is too bad. And I think there's no way to put an enemy behind Savagery in this run. You'd have to be able to root Savagery himself. I think if I see that ensnare play immediately, though, I will win this fight. Because I think I missed one round of ensnaring. So I'll go again. I'll do another restart. Yeah, this clan combo is, like, offensively bad. I don't think anyone would even think to disagree. This clan combo is very, very not good. I'm going to put Shield Steward and Missive Will top 4 now that I remember that they shouldn't be bottom 4. And then I'll try to go through this as fast as I can, but it is not a fast run to play, sadly. It is a long fight. And I have to play all of these fucking steel enhancers. And here we are. Remember, there's no corruption. I'm muted. In this run, the mute is good, though. I think usually the mute is bad, and this run is pretty good. So I need to ensnare next round one enemy only. You don't have to ensnare more than one. You don't actually get anything for it. Because, yeah, like I said, the trample doesn't matter, ultimately. It only matters on, like, this guy. And then it's trample, echo vault, toll, I suppose. Gotta save every HP. I probably also just have to play every sap card out. The difference of a little bit of sap doesn't really matter. And then I think you're gonna jam Furnace Tap next turn when Savagery's on the floor. Because Entropy dies, no problem. Actually, what if you just played like double Furnace Tap and then took your hands off the keyboard? Do you think you would win? Almost certainly not, right? Because they would just punch right through my Crucible Warden. But maybe next turn if I play double Furnace Tap, right? You just go like 10 Prismal Dust this turn on the setup. What does it look like? Does it look even remotely playable? It would take too long to kill Dominion. I think I can't do it right now. I think you gotta go like double Pyre Light. We play Umbra Stone this time, and Snare Feudally. And just double Pyre Light. And I would just like to review, why is this fight close? Because we should win this fight in almost every circumstance. Why is this fight close? Oh yeah, that's right, it's because we fought. You don't need me to tell you. You already know. You already know what's wrong with this run. I don't need to complain about it any more than usual. It's currently 10 rounds to kill Dominion, so I can't launch yet. I think now I could probably send this Furnace Tap. And And I think now is when I have to send this Furnace Tap also. I think it's time to just send double Furnace Tap and hope for the best. I have 9 damage shield locked in on my frontliner. I have Ensnare every turn to catch anything that might walk by, and just keep guys for the trample. Here's double Furnace Tap, close your eyes and pray. Do you think it's enough? I don't think it's enough. I think we will not do enough damage. But who knows? 1584, you know what? Not too bad. Maybe it is enough. And then I'll just keep a random guy. It looks like the play actually did just have to be double Furnace Tap. It's the only way to do enough damage. Close your eyes and pray. No more need for thinking. Wait, am I short on killing the minion now? I'm 15 off? No way. I can't miss lethal by 15. No, wait, you know what? I have 5 Ember Drain. I think I have exactly enough to Pyre Light here, right? No, I think I'm just barely short, right? Hold on. It's okay, it's okay. I'll have enough next turn. Because he doesn't hit me for 5 here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright. Well, we made it. I would have liked this run more if I had gotten the correct answer to win it the first time I played. I think it would have felt better to me if I had gotten it the first time. Also, that would have been a throw. I would have had to reset. Or not reset, but retry. Undo. But no, I would have liked this run more if I had gotten the correct thought on the first time around. But the main problem with that is that to figure it out, you have to just do a bunch of math, right? Because that wasn't even like a... This was not a question of... how much, right, like strategy. This is just a question of which is the numerically better play, right? Is it better to play double Furnace Tap and risk not being able to play curses, or is it better to play single Furnace Tap and play out curses? And it is a question that I think you would only really be able to answer by writing it out. And I think that the big value of being able to reset fights is that I don't have to pause this video to just sit here and mathematically calculate what I think the better line is. I think that's what's very nice about pressing restart battle there, is I don't have to pause the video and go, And to be honest with you, at this point, at a fucking 6 streak, I would not care. I am not invested in Monster Train enough anymore to go, yeah, I need to sit down and do a bunch of math. I'm just here to play the game now. I've made my 100 streak. I don't need to do it again. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.